Live from London, this is BBC News. I'm Martine Croxall. President Trump warns Venezuela's new leader she'd pay a bigger price if she fails to cooperate with the US.
Don't ask me who's in charge, because I'll give you an answer and it'll be very controversial.
What does that mean?
It means we're in charge.
Venezuela's deposed President Maduro is due in court in New York after he was extracted by US special forces in a dramatic raid. Cuba says 32 of its citizens were killed during Washington's operation and announces 2 days of national mourning. Oil prices remain volatile and gold rises as Donald Trump says US oil companies will invest billions in Venezuela. These are the live pictures from Caracas. We'll bring you all the latest developments.
I'm Sally Bundock in business. Keeping the gift receipt. How billions of pounds of unwanted Christmas presents are returned each year at huge cost to retailers and the environment.
Hundreds of schools in northern Scotland remain closed with an amber snow warning still in place. Welcome to the programme. President Trump has again insisted the US is now in charge of Venezuela after his troops' capture of Nicolas Maduro. Mr. Trump said his administration will work with remaining members of the Maduro regime. Henry, for the moment, thank you very much. Henry Zefferman. Still to come, stricter controls on advertising junk food on TV and online come into force in the UK in an attempt to reduce childhood obesity. Around the world and across the UK, this is BBC News. Hundreds of schools in northern Scotland will remain closed today as amber warnings for more frequent heavy snow came into force on Sunday evening, while less severe yellow weather warnings for much of the UK also took effect. Widespread snow in recent days meant driving conditions are already treacherous and temperatures will struggle to get above freezing for the first full week of the year. Our reporter Rachel Bell is in Aberdeen. Rachel, just how cold is it? What conditions are they coping with there?
Have you done that at home?
I have not. Have you?
Ice cubes, tried anything like that?
No, sorry, I haven't.
That could be a night in. Martine and Sally.
Couldn't it? We could do
an
that.
Ice sculpture.
We could do that. Now then, Christmas. Did you get any presents that you didn't like? Are you allowed to say that on international television?
No, I was okay, but I made the very poor mistake, bad choice, to buy my teenage son some surprises.
They not go down well.
They've got to go back. They've got to go back.
And they're honest enough with you to say.
Oh yeah, totally.
But it costs a fortune for retailers, isn't it?
It costs billions, and it's not just the retail side of it. It's also it's interesting how we've completely changed in our online retail behaviour, online specifically, but also obviously the high street stores. We do expect to be able to return things, and often for free at no cost at all. And retailers, it's highly competitive market, have to compete with one another. We're looking at that in detail in Business Today.
And an environmental cost as well, isn't
the environmental cost. Also, we're looking at Venezuela, of course, the markets. It's really interesting, the reaction so far.
Business Today, coming up with Sally in just a few minutes' time. Stay with us, plenty more to come here on BBC News.
Now on BBC News, the latest business news from across the globe. Business Today.
A crude approach. Oil prices remain volatile. Gold is rising after the US operation in Venezuela. Trump says American oil companies will invest billions into the country. Iran promises money to every citizen for 4 months in a bid to quell demonstrations as President Trump warns Tehran will be hit very hard if more protesters are killed.
We're watching it very closely. If they start killing people like they have in the past, I think they're going to get hit very hard by the United States.
And from BB cream to pimple patches, K-beauty's taking over the cosmetics world. We report from Seoul on what's behind the remarkable rise. Hello and a warm welcome to Business Today in London. I'm Sally Bundock. So we start with the latest on the US intervention in Venezuela. Donald Trump defended his ousting of Nicolas Maduro, saying it would lead to the rehabilitation of the country. He also vowed to tap into Venezuela's oil reserves, saying the US will run the country until a safe transition. Dr. Anise Basiri Tabriza there from Control Risks, giving us her take on what's happening in Iran. Still to come. Keeping the gift receipt, how billions of pounds of unwanted Christmas presents are returned each year at huge cost to retailers and the environment. Around the world and across the UK, you're with BBC News. You're with Business Today. I'm Sally Bundock. Now to the beauty industry, and do these terms mean anything to you? BB cream or pimple patches? If they do, you may well be a part of a global obsession around Korean skincare and cosmetics, also known as K-beauty. Retail expert Kate Hardcastle there, just explaining the headache returns can be for retailers, and yet it's something that they cannot say no to in the current competitive environment. Let's just show you a story that we've got online, which I must admit caught my attention, how the UK plush toy Jellycat has conquered China. It's a read that's really interesting. Christmas is not widely celebrated in China, of course, but it is more of a commercial event than anything traditional. And the Jellycat has taken off. Apparently, kidults are the ones that are enjoying buying them. You can read all about that and other business stories on our website and the BBC News app. So that's it from me and business for the time being. It's back to Martine and sport.
Yes, it is. Here we are. Good morning if you just joined us. 9 minutes to 8. And let's check on the sport. We start with day 2 of the final Ashes. Bit academic, of course, but pride at stake because Australia have already won the series. Joe Root was the highlight of England's first innings in Sydney, but there were also plenty of lowlights before they were bowled out for 384. Ben Stokes has taken 2 Australian wickets, but their opener Travis Head is closing in on his 3rd century of the series. Patrick Geary reports. Plenty more on those stories online. Don't forget, we've got the headlines coming up very shortly. But first, let's check out on the BBC weather. Live from London, this is BBC News. I'm Martine Croxall. President Trump warns Venezuela's new leader should pay a bigger price if she fails to cooperate with the US.
Don't ask me who's in charge because I'll give you an answer and it'll be very controversial.
What does that mean?
It means we're in charge.
Delcy Rodriguez will be sworn in later as the new president. She said she had invited the US government to collaborate with her administration. Deposed former leader Nicolas Maduro is due in court in New York after he was extracted by US special forces in a dramatic raid. Oil prices remain volatile and gold rises as Donald Trump says US oil companies will invest billions in Venezuela. And these are the pictures coming live from Caracas. We'll bring you all the latest developments.
I'm Sally Bundock in business. Keeping the gift receipt, how billions of pounds of unwanted Christmas presents are returned each year at huge cost to retailers and the environment.
Coming up, stricter controls on advertising junk food on TV and online come into force in the UK in an attempt to reduce childhood obesity. Welcome. President Trump has again insisted the US is now in charge of Venezuela after his troops' capture of Nicolas Maduro. Mr. Trump said his administration will work with remaining members of the Maduro regime. Henry Zeffman. This is BBC News, still to come. Stricter controls on advertising junk food on TV and online come into force in the UK in an attempt to reduce childhood obesity. Around the world and across the UK, this is BBC News. From today, adverts for food and drink high in fat, sugar and salt are banned on TV before 9 p.m. The goal is to reduce the rate of childhood obesity, and the ban also includes paid online ads. Brand-only ads will still be permitted though, as our business correspondent Mark Ashdown reports. Let's bring you some spectacular pictures from China. This is the International Ice Sculpture Contest at Harbin in eastern China, which happens every January and lasts until mid-February. The artists often start by using chainsaws on huge blocks of ice, not something that we should probably be trying at home without supervision. Then they move on to using more precise tools to pick out finer details. Stay with us. Business News coming up.
Be ready. Change can happen in an instant. Check on the BBC Weather app.
This is BBC News, our headlines. President Trump warns Venezuela's new leader she'd pay a bigger price if she fails to cooperate with the US. Delcy Rodriguez will be sworn in later today as the new president. She said that she had invited the US government to collaborate with her administration. Police say all 40 victims of the New Year's Day bar fire at a Swiss ski resort have now been identified. Iran promises money to every citizen for 4 months to try to quell demonstrations. We join pupils at a school in East London who are doing more learning outdoors as part of a study on the benefits of open space teaching. Less noisy as well. Business news now. Sally's here. Hello.
Very good for boys, open space teaching. Trees, you need trees to climb. Let me talk you through business because, of course, Venezuela is very much on the minds of all in terms of financial markets reaction, the oil price, etc. So we'll bring you the latest on all of that. Donald Trump, as you've been hearing, has defended his ousting of Nicolas Maduro, saying it would lead to the rehabilitation of the country. He also vowed to tap into Venezuela's oil reserves, saying the US will run the country until a safe transition. Kate Hardcastle there with the headache of returning presents. Have you got to do some?
No, I haven't.
You've done very well.
I have done very well. I have done.
No
Thank you,
duffers.
everyone. No, can't say that on telly, can I? No, none at all. None at all. I was very lucky. I am blessed. We are blessed.
We are, absolutely. Yeah. I've got a few to send back there.
Okay.
But no, we are. I'm keeping
your boys ungrateful
silver lining
boys.
And all that.
Yeah. Right, news away from Christmas presents. President Trump has again insisted the US is now in charge of Venezuela after his troops' capture of Nicolas Maduro. Mr. Trump said his administration will work with remaining members of the Maduro regime to clamp down on drug trafficking and overhaul its oil industry, rather than push for immediate elections to install a new government. Our North America correspondent Peter Bowes gave us this update. Duke of Marlborough is due to appear for a plea hearing at High Wycombe Magistrates Court today after being charged with intentional strangulation. Charles James Spencer Churchill, formerly known as Jamie Blandford, is a relative of Sir Winston Churchill and Diana, Princess of Wales. He's been accused of strangling his estranged wife on 3 occasions over an 18-month period. Well, there'll be much more, of course, on our coverage of the developments unfolding in Venezuela after the extraction of the former President Nicolas Maduro by the United States over the weekend. Stay with us. We'll bring you all of the updates.
Hello there. The extended New Year holiday has been